Hey guys, Zach here. Hope you're having a good day. What I want to talk to you right now about is, do you want to do TikTok, Facebook, or YouTube for network marketing? Okay, so let's bring up the lovely little whiteboard here. So we got TikTok, we got Facebook, we have YouTube. All right, so ultimately this comes down to a different question, not TikTok or Facebook, although we'll get to that, or YouTube or whatever. What this comes down to is actually what you're trying to do in your business. And I'm not saying, like, I know you want to make 6-7 figures. I already get that, right? What I'm saying is, do you want to catch waves, or do you want to do something that is timeless? All right, so this is what I'm getting at, all right? So right now, TikTok is blowing up. As I'm recording this video, I have been told literally in the past week multiple times that we need to be on TikTok, doing all kinds of TikTok stuff. And I don't necessarily disagree with them, but let's talk about what they're doing. And if you do that, what you're going to have to do and what your life is going to look like. So right now, TikTok is blowing up. Fantastic. If you jumped on TikTok right now and you were to master the skill of TikTok, which, don't mistake yourself, you're going to have to learn a skill, all right? I've got a friend that's been blowing up on TikTok. It took him 5 months to really figure it out, and he's been blowing up for 3 months. He's been doing it for 8 months total, 5 months to figure it out, 3 months to really start cashing in. Fantastic. So he's catching that wave, and he's probably going to make a ton of freaking money while he does it. If you think back to more like 2009 timeframe, 2008, 2007 through 2009, Facebook fan pages exploded. All right, so this is where a lot of really prominent people in online marketing, some people even in network marketing, kind of got their footing is with Facebook fan pages. They caught a wave and they went kaboom. Some people are still riding that wave right now, which is great. Or not that wave, but they've learned how to get on other waves, I should say, while other people have just been crushed. So in 07 through 09 was Facebook fan pages. And some people, like I said, they exploded. They went poof. And here's what they did. They said, Facebook fan pages are dying, okay? They recognized it. See, later on, 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14 for sure, fan pages started not to be as effective because Facebook pulled back on that particular side of the algorithm. Okay, this is a planned thing. This isn't like, oh, fan pages don't work anymore. No, Facebook was trying to get people to adopt the use of fan pages. Once they got their goal, they pulled back the reach on fan pages and they made you pay to play or advertise, which is what happened. So some of those people attempted to start advertising, and most of them failed because it's a totally different skill set. Some of them ended up dying, and you don't even know who they are anymore because they weren't able to successfully catch another wave. And there are some that were able to parlay their success into another wave, or at least stabilize it so they were to hold on to it. Okay, so that's a fantastic thing that they did, which is great. So that's catching waves. The other alternative side of the coin is, I'm calling this a timeless skill. Honestly, catching waves is a timeless skill too, so don't get me wrong there. But maybe we should call this advertising. Okay, so catching waves versus advertising might be a better way to say this. So advertising is exactly what it sounds like. You are paying money to a network to advertise. So when Facebook fan pages started to not work as good because Facebook purposefully reduced the reach of those pages so that they could extract more from advertisers to get the same reach that they once had, if you knew how to advertise, that wouldn't have affected you because you would now be advertising, which is fine. So here's the thing with advertising. There will always be a network willing to take your money to advertise, assuming that you comply with basic level guidelines and don't be an idiot. So if you suck on Facebook or you get shut down because you break rules, you can go advertise on YouTube. And if you don't suck and don't break rules, you can do it there. Or if you do all that stuff wrong, you can go advertise on LinkedIn. Or the point is, there are jillions of networks that you can advertise on. And when you figure out how to spend money to get what's I'm going to call in this video like a forced reach, if you can liquidate that money or pay that money off within a very short amount of time, a reasonable amount of time, that's called a self-liquidating offer, which you probably know. It's a self-liquidating offer. If you can do that, you can survive pretty much anything because there's always going to be a network that will take your money to put you in front of their people. Always, okay? Always. Don't mistake. Go back to radio, TV, newspapers, classifieds, Craigslist. There's always a freaking network. So advertising is a different skill. Okay, so essentially you are going to be putting money out in order to get forced reach, but you've got to make sure that you pull money back in with the acquisition of clients, reps, and customers. Otherwise, you're going to run out of cash. Okay, duh. So you got to really focus on one or the other in the beginning. So for instance, right now, I have been told, Zach, you need to be all over TikTok. Do I want to check that out? Yeah, of course I do. But ultimately, I have to keep my area of focus in one place. And now that our business is a lot more stable, especially from the beginning, I could probably start trying to look at catching waves, all right? But for the purpose of our video here, especially if you're starting out or you're anywhere under, even if you're anywhere under 6 or multiple 6 figures, you have to focus. You have to focus. You cannot catch waves and learn advertising at the same time. You got to pick one or the other, all right? Then once you get bigger, you can potentially do both. So we chose advertising. That's what we chose. I'm not saying it's the right move. It was the right move for us because I appreciate the lifestyle of advertising more than I appreciate the lifestyle of catching waves. Catching waves, you generally have to be all over that platform. You got to be posting all the time, commenting, interacting, and things like that. And if you don't have enough money to hire employees and things like this to edit videos for you and be the one interacting with people, you're going to be glued to that platform. And when I was first getting started, I did not have that kind of cash available, so I would have had to do all of that myself. Whereas with advertising, I could basically stay in a little cave and I could learn how to write copy, could learn how to advertise, like in my little cave. And then I could put an ad out there. And if the ad worked and I was receiving money from spending money, then I would scale the ad up from my little cave. And I could, again, stay in my little cave, and rather than making new posts, engaging with people, and all of this crap that I personally didn't want to do, I could just scale the ad and spend more money on it, and it would go out to more people, and I could stay in my little cave, right? So a preference thing. Also, this is just me, because I don't like the lifestyle necessarily of catching waves. If I learned how to advertise, again, I could switch platforms if I ever needed to. So if I got shut down on one of the platforms, Facebook, any of them, I could simply either maybe start a new ad account, or I could go to a different platform. And while the actual messaging on the platform will change, the psychology of how to advertise and liquidate that is going to be the same and transferable. So really, this doesn't come down to should you be on TikTok? Because here's my response to if you should be on TikTok. Are you catching waves or are you advertising? If you want to catch waves, then I would say absolutely, positively, yes. It seems to be, right now, the best platform for catching a wave. Think about the lifestyle, though. Do you want to, because you're going to have to, be posting multiple times a day, quality posts, multiple times a day, engaging with your audience, and really being Mr. or Mrs. TikTok? That's what you got to do, and that's okay. I'm not bashing it. Just that's what you have to do. It's what you have to commit to. You have to master that platform. You have to master TikTok, and then you also have to know that TikTok is going to slap you square in the face in some amount of time, some undetermined amount of time, be it a month, 2 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. They will slap you straight in the face, and what they're going to do is the same exact thing that Facebook did. Okay, what they're going to do is they're going to pull back the organic reach that you're getting with them right now, and they're going to force you to advertise in order to get the equivalent amount of reach. So you will ultimately have to learn how to advertise on TikTok or catch a new wave. So both are viable. If you choose to catch waves, I personally would definitely go to TikTok. That is exactly where I'd be spending my time. That is where I would go. For me, I chose advertising. That is what we chose, and we're still doing that primarily. Once you grow enough and you have enough stability in your business, automation, duplication, all of these things, you can probably start peeking eye over the fence and looking at the other stuff, but you're going to be pretty darn stable. So hopefully that helps you decide if you should pursue TikTok, if you should pursue Facebook, YouTube, etc. But either way, think about the lifestyle that you want. Think about what you're trying to accomplish. Choose it, and then don't back down. Whatever you select, you can't You can't backpedal on it. You got to keep going. Advertising is going to take you a long time to master. Catching waves is going to take you a long time to master also. Cool? All right, guys, I hope you have an amazing day. Appreciate you. If you found value in this video or videos like this, do me a favor, go down below, leave a comment, leave some love. Let us know that you like this type of stuff. It lets me know to make more like it. All right, guys, hope you have a great